So Project Slayers is finally open. It's finally off of media ban, meaning now I could show you everything I want to show you and talk about everything that's new to the game. A lot of you guys have been asking me over the past few months for new information on this game. Please make a video on it, and I couldn't because the game was on media ban. But now I can tell you literally everything, so we're gonna do that in this video. Before we get into the video, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. All right, so we're gonna start off by talking about, the content that's currently in game. And this is currently my personal issue, right? When you guys first get to play the game, it won't be so bad at first because you guys are going to be new. So there's going to be things to do. You guys have final selection. You guys have some things to do to level up, some quests here and there to do, some first time experiences. But I'm not going to lie to you. That's going to really last maybe a week at most, really, because I don't see leveling or anything really taking longer than a week. The level cap right now is 100. That might take longer than a week, but realistically, you don't need to go above level 50. And I say that because there is nothing to do after you reach level 50, I think, pretty much. So pretty much everything that you guys saw in my last video is pretty much exactly the same in this video. Now, they did add a few small little changes here and there. They did add new breathing, new demon styles, and we're going to talk about that real quick. But overall content is what they really lack. And I'm going to expand and tell you guys some good ideas that I think they should do and add to the game while I'm at it. And then I also want you guys to tell me, what would you guys like to see in a Demon Slayer game like this? So that way they could maybe consider it, because I do feel like they do be listening to you guys. Now let's talk about some of the small things about this game when you start off. First of all, when you get a sword, which you could get in the store over here, this is the starter town. You could go over here to this shop and buy beginner swords. It's typically like that, but yeah, you can buy these swords. Swords can break, and if they do break, you'd go right back to the same place where you bought the beginner sword and talk to the guy to fix your sword. However, if you are too sped to use your sword and you want to use your fist and you break your fist, you would come over to this guy. This guy sells bandages, and you would, buy some bandages to heal yourself when your fist is broken. But don't be sped, guys. I really do like how there's a bunch of random quests all over the place that you could do to level up or, whatever. And I do think that this map it's pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie to you. After a few days, after a week, you're gonna realize the map is not that big. Now, there's nothing wrong with the map in my opinion. Maybe they could add a little bit more content to the forest area, which is called the Dangerous Woods. And this is where you find the Nezuko boss. The Dangerous Forest also does have the Speed Demon, which you could use to get the Speed Demon ult, which allows you to run faster for a few seconds. But what I would like to see, even though the map currently isn't bad in my opinion, it's pretty lively and well made. I think they should create, before releasing the game, a whole new area, probably as big as this map, whether you have to TP over there or not. I know that lag is an issue according to YESSUUHH. I mean, I've never had any lag issues before, but YESSUUHH is, he keeps saying that he finds the game to be laggy. So if that's an issue, then he could do like you have to go in a cave maybe to teleport to the next area. And then that next area will be another huge area like this area. Make it as detailed as this and make it different. Maybe you can make it based off of a snow area, because I've said this before. I really do like the snow areas. You can have like a snow area and a more jungly area, I guess, with a bunch of content. I think on release that, because this single map right here is not, I ain't gonna lie, it's just not enough. And yeah, aside from adding new areas, what I also think they need to do is content like final selection. You guys heard me say this before, that I really enjoyed doing the final selection with Revolver, Winter, them boys. It was really fun. And such a feature that was so fun should be expanded on. And how to expand it? I'll give you just that idea, my opinion. I think that would be a good idea. I always say this, but a dungeon-like system. But like, not just a dungeon, a story quest chain. And this story quest chain requires you to do a bunch of things throughout the world, but occasionally they will have you go through dungeons. And not every dungeon needs a boss, but the dungeons that you go through, you could bring maybe like 3 other players to go alongside you on the journey, and y'all will solve puzzles, find things throughout the map like they do in Final Selection, fight NPCs, have certain cutscenes. Doesn't have to be crazy, but you could have cutscenes here and there to give it more of a story-like feeling. And then yes, they could finally end it with a boss. Sometimes ending every dungeon with a boss would not be, it would probably be an L. And of course, make sure that there are rewards at the end of the dungeons. You could even put some hidden areas in the dungeons where you could find rewards that won't spawn 100% of the time, but you know, hidden areas that have a certain spawn rate with chests that will, you know, come back and do the dungeon multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff though, little stuff. Then it would give people to continuously level up and go throughout the story. Another thing that they added was Slayer ranks and demon ranks, but as you can see here, I'm a Hashira, and I had to work my way up by doing PvP and, you know, winning them. Now, Hashira is a cool little title to have, and other players could see it above my head, but my issue with it is, it stays the same color the entire time. It doesn't change, which means you don't really feel like you don't feel special once you obtain Hashira. It's just a word. And to make it worse, the color is baby blue. It's not menacing. I think that they should make it the higher level you go. I guess the more purple, for example, it gets, or maybe it just changes yellow, then it changes orange, changes purple, changes dark blue. You know what I mean? I know demons have a red color, which is a W color. Slayers need, like, you know what I mean? They need to have a different change of color to feel like it's more special. Now, a question that you guys have really been asking me for though is, when is the release date and will the game be free? Well, let's just transition during the day real quick. Now, Project Slayers is undecided on whether it's going to be free or not, which I really do think, especially since the game has not much content right now, it would probably be best if it was free. Though then again, I could also see it making more sense to release it free when there's actually more content. But you know, I guess it could go either ways. I would prefer it to be free. But you guys who want this game to be free, there is a small chance that might still happen. And stop hating on the game just because it has a possibility of costing Robux. That's such a dumb reason. I know you guys are hating on the game just because the game might cost Robux, when in reality, you probably are looking forward to the game, you just can't play it. And another question you guys were asking is, when is the game going to go for release? Well, the only answer I have for you is soon. And those are quotations from YESSUUHH himself. Yes, they're giving hints out that this game is going to release soon. It does look like they want to release the game soon, but I don't think it should be, to be honest. Regardless of whether I think it should be or not though, YESSUUHH said soon, so I guess it's soon. You guys can look forward to possibly playing this game. How soon is soon? I have no idea. Maybe this month, maybe next month, or maybe the month after next month. I don't think we'll go any further than that, but you know, Now, I don't know how I didn't answer this question yet, but what types of theming, arts, and breathing styles are in game? We have the one and only, and yes, the one that you shouldn't go for, because I don't want to be literally the only one with it. Thunder breathing. Then we have wind breathing, insect breathing, water breathing, of course. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all the breathing. Then for the demon art, we have Nezuko's blood demon art, Tamari arrow, and the speed demon art. And that's it. So we have 4 of each, blood demon art and breathing. Now they did say that they do plan on adding every single breathing styles, and if they need to, they will add non-canon breathing styles. I do remember them saying that. Obviously, they're going to add more demon arts. They also added a function where you could customize your bird. So you could change it to a crow, or you could change it to a little bird like this. Y'all have to play around with that when you have access to the game. You have a bunch of game passes, as you can see. I really want to buy this game pass really bad, but I don't want to be able to skip spins because I like the suspense when you're, you know, when the spins are spinning. I like the little suspense feeling to it. None of these are, you know, essential. Y'all don't need to get any of these. However, there are some valuable ones like more character slots or private server. Now, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say in this video. Before I end it, there is a few things I want to say that's small. Y'all see that bridge up there? I know this is just a small little thing, but I love that that's there, bro. You know what I mean? It really builds like a better world, bro. Project Slayers, guys. This is really a game I was looking for. This is a game I really like. But yeah, if y'all want to see more content from this game, well, actually, regardless, I'm going to post more content on this game. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. The next video, I'm going to edit even better than this one because, yeah. But yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.